Jai Hind. Welcome to GS NEXUS Current Affairs series. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the celebration of tribal festival, that is Sarhul. Before diving into today's news, let me highlight the significance of this current affairs series. It is especially designed for civil services aspirants, that is for UPSC and state PCS students, to boost your answer writing skills and evaluate your preparation to the next level. This series can truly be a game changer for both prelims and mains. Now let's begin with the news. One of the most popular tribal festivals celebrated across the Jharkhand region's Sarhul festival marks the beginning of the new year. It is celebrated by the Oraon, the Munda and the Ho tribes of the Jharkhand region. Celebrated every year in the first month of the Hindu calendar, on the third day of the moon and the fourth night of the Chaitya, Sarhul marks the advent of the spring season. It is rooted in the nature worship and celebrates the symbolic union of the sun and the earth. Now let's have a look on evolution of Sarhul. In 1960, Adivasi leader Baba Kartik Rao, who advocated for social justice and the preservation of tribal culture, began a social procession from Hatma to the Siramtoli Sarnasthal in Ranchi. Sal tree are venerated in Adivasi tradition. They are seen as the abode of Sarnama, the deity protecting the village from inclement natural forces. Now let's know about tribal population in Jharkhand. In 2011, Jharkhand's scheduled tribe population was 8.6 million, constituting 26.21% of the state's total population. Jharkhand is home to 32 tribal groups, including major groups like Santhal, Munda, Oraon, and Ho. The ST population is concentrated in certain districts, with Gumla having the highest proportion, that is 68.94%. The Santhal tribe, India's third largest scheduled tribe, is primarily found in Jharkhand, Odisha and West Bengal. Now let's know about scheduled tribes in India. According to Census 2011, India has 10.45 crore scheduled tribe population, or 8.6% of total population, comprising over 705 distinct groups. The central government has recognized 75 tribal communities as particularly vulnerable tribal groups, that is PVTGs, based on the recommendations of the Devar Commission, and are identified as being more vulnerable than other tribal groups, often categorized by pre-agriculture technology, low literacy, economic backwardness, and declining or stagnant populations. The Devar Commission first identified primitive tribal groups in 1973, which were later renamed particularly vulnerable tribal groups by the Government of India in 2006. Now let's have a look on various provisions for the scheduled tribes. Article 342 of the Indian Constitution empowers the Parliament to include or exclude any tribe or tribal community from the list of scheduled tribes. Keep note that the scheduled tribes are notified by the President after consulting with the state's governor. Definition of scheduled tribes is provided under Article 366, Clause 25 as those tribes or communities specified under Article 342. Reservation for the scheduled tribes is provided under Article 330 for Lok Sabha, Article 332 for State Legislative Assembly, Article 335 claims of scheduled tribes in government services for the maintenance of efficiency of administration. Provisions under fundamental rights and DPSP of the Constitution like Article 15, 16, 17, 46 and so on. To protect and promote the interest of scheduled tribes, National Commission for Scheduled Tribes has been established under Article 338A, introduced by 89th Constitutional Amendment Act 2003. 5th and 6th Schedule of the Constitution dealing with the administration and control of the scheduled and tribal areas, with the 5th schedule applying to areas outside Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram, while the 6th schedule focuses on those 4 northeastern states. Administration of scheduled and tribal areas is provided under Article 244 of the Indian Constitution. Besides these constitutional provisions, several legislative frameworks are Forest Right Act 2006, Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955, SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989 and so on. That's all for today. Hit the like button and subscribe the channel for such updates.